Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of F1 Manager, and as you can see, today we are heading for round 16 to our home race. And this is going to be a very fucking important race. This is going to be a very important race, as we are headed to Monza. Our home race, like I said, the TIFOSI. Everyone's going to be on our ass if we don't, if we don't deliver. Oh my goodness. Anyways. We are good to go for the upcoming weekend. I am hyped!
Welcome to Life in the Fast Lane. We're here at Monza in Italy, the home of Ferrari. But who will take home the points this weekend? Let's find out as we get started with the Italian Grand Prix. Monza, a centurion among circuits, dripping with motorsport history. Expect to see cars fly by, as 80% of the track is tackled at full throttle. It's not all go, however, and brakes can be prone to overheating through the tight chicanes that Monza has to offer. With the season nearly concluded, time is running out for the teams. Can anyone make a last-minute breakthrough? Can the leading drivers hold on? Only time will tell. So, without further ado, let's get started.
Alright. Qualifying starting. I'm going to send Leclerc out.
Oh, we've had a spin.
Oh, Norris spinning in turn 5.
Let's take a closer look. Watch this. We're looking at Lando Norris.
Well
Look
done.
at that. They've spun their car.
Cheers, Crafty. Going on board with Sebastian Vettel. As he goes around the final corner for his lap. Second fastest so far. Love to see that. Leclerc setting purples meanwhile. And the final corner, foot to the floor. What's the time going to be for Leclerc? It's going to be a 1:21.8. So pole position, see weaving his tyres left right on this warm-up lap. We're now preparing for another warm-up lap until we get round again. Science around the final corner. Only going greens in sector 1 and 2. Can you go purple in sector 3, or is it going to be another green? What's his time going to be? Only 8th fastest. I think he might have gotten held up. I don't know. I wasn't on board with him. Hamilton meanwhile going 3rd fastest. I think Sainz got held up somewhere. Not quite sure.
Session is over.
So, I think Leclerc's lap will be fine, but there is a yellow flag in sector 2. So I don't know what's going on there.
I think someone's run wide.
Ocon running wide in turn 3. Meanwhile, the Alfa Romeo Joe Grand New go around the final corner. What is his time going to be? Only 5th fastest. The Williams of, I believe, Alex Albon goes only 14th. What about Fernando Alonso? Can he improve from 6th? No, he only stays 6th fastest. What about the rest of the grid? Hamilton coming around the final corner. Gasly going 7th fastest. Schumacher 10th. What about Hamilton? Can he go faster than 8th? Yes, he can. 3rd fastest. Bottas going 5th. What about Carlos Sainz? 2nd fastest, and that is what we like to see. The McLaren behind of Daniel Ricciardo. No, Lando Norris stays in 10th. What about Ricciardo? Around the final corner. Can he improve and get out of the drop zone? We're about to find out now. Perez going forward fastest. Ricardo getting out of Q1, it seems. Sebastian Vettel in threat. Magnussen in 19th. Can he get past? And he does. 11th fastest, so there's 2 Aston Martins, 2 Williams, and Esteban Ocon out in Q1. Going on board with Lando Norris, as he's going to be completing his lap. As he's going to be the first one to complete his lap actually in Q2. That McLaren is slow, but is decent, I guess, for qualifying pace. I'm not sure, but anyway, Lando Norris being the first driver with a 122.9 to cross the line, so that is not really a fast lap. Sainz going purple though, but there is traffic up ahead. You see Lewis Hamilton and the AlphaTauri. So Hamilton will need to get out of the way, and he yeah, okay, that's Sainz's lap ruined. Yeah, that really cost Sainz there. You see the 2 Mercedes up ahead. I mean, the other Mercedes of George Russell and the AlphaTauri of, I believe, Pierre Gasly. Nope, he's not even out. Yuki Tsunoda, I believe, and this is. I'm off my fucking head. Anyways, Sainz around the final corner. It's only going to be 4th fastest. Leclerc just getting ahead of George Russell. So that's going to be Russell's time ruin, I guess. Toto's not going to be happy about that one. Leclerc only setting greens. Perez fastest with the 122.0. Around the final corner goes Charles Leclerc. Can he possibly stick it in the front row? Verstappen with a 121.9. What about Charles Leclerc? Only 3rd fastest with a 122.2. Okay then. Sainz in a good lap. He could possibly stick it in the 2nd row or possibly front row if he nails the final sector. Round the final corner. What is this lap going to be for Sainz? Is it going to be enough for pole? No, only 2nd place. He did improve, but it's only enough for 2nd with the 121.9. Meanwhile, for Charles Leclerc, with 3 minutes and 48 on the clock to go, we're going to send him out as it's going to be a long cooldown lap and a long warm-up lap around this lap and around this track. See, 1 minute and 42 on the clock. On board of Charles Leclerc going into turn 1. It's a pretty decent turn 1 from Charles Leclerc. We put on a new fresh set of soft tyres. Yeah, going fastest in sector 1, so this is good for Charles Leclerc. DRS open. Going fastest in sector 2, so Charles Leclerc fastest so far, but there is traffic up ahead, so hopefully it wouldn't be in the way, but it is looking very costly. There's a Red Bull up ahead. I don't know who it is, but hopefully they'll get out of the way. But they probably won't need to. As round the final corner goes Charles Leclerc. This lap should be fastest for pole position. Another driver's locked up, but Charles Leclerc goes fastest with a 121.7. So he should be alright, but another car has gone wide, and there's Joe locking up in turn 3.
Here's the replay. Now let's watch this. The Alfa Romeo involved in this one. Well, they've lost it. They've
That's
locked
a big
up.
lock up. All eyes on Max Verstappen. He could be a very big threat. Despite only being Q2, Q3 will possibly be even faster. Anyway, round the final corner. So on board with Max Verstappen. Can he possibly beat Leclerc's lap for pole position? We'll find out in a second. Nope, he stays second fastest. What about Sergio Perez? Entering around the final corner. Hamilton as well. Got to keep an eye on Hamilton. Lando Norris ahead of him meanwhile. Can he possibly extend his lap to get fastest? Magnussen goes up in 10th. Norris stays in 11th. Hamilton goes 5th. Sergio Perez stays in 4th. And that seems to be it. Charles Leclerc on pole position for qualifying 2. Verstappen in second and Carlos Sainz in third place. Verstappen meanwhile, round the final corner. That Red Bull is very grippy, you can see. This could possibly be a faster time as Perez with a 1:22.0. Max Verstappen only second fastest with a 1:22.1. Charles Leclerc meanwhile starting his lap. The two Ferraris yet to put a time. Carlos Sainz exiting the pit lane. Leclerc goes fastest in sector 1. So it's looking good so far for the Ferrari driver of Charles Leclerc. DRS open for Leclerc, goes fastest in sector 2 as well. So this lap is looking very good, but there's an Alpine in the way and they need to get out of the way. And that is Fernando Alonso as Alonso moves out of the way. Respectfully, thank you very much. As Charles Leclerc goes round the final corner, looking very quick. There's a Red Bull in the way, needs to get out. Okay. Needs to get out of the way. Yeah. Alright. Okay then. Okay. Yeah, what was looking to be a good lap got absolutely ruined in the last corner by the Red Bull there. It's round the final corner. Goes Carlos Sainz for his lap. What's his time going to be? It's going to be a 1:21.7. So he goes on pole position so far and improves in the improves in purple in the third sector. I was not expecting that. Wow, okay, a 1:21.7 is the time that everyone has to beat. That is the time. Leclerc going purple in sector 1 once again. Not improving in sector 2 though. It's going to be interesting. If Leclerc can improve in the third sector, he could possibly stick it in second place at least. But we will see in a sec. 4 seconds remaining on the clock. Around the final corner, is this going to be enough for pole position for Charles Leclerc? And it is! Charles Leclerc on pole with a 1:21.6. I was not expecting that. Oh my god. So Leclerc improving in the last sector to make it on pole position. Oh my god. I was not expecting that. Meanwhile, the Alfa Romeos, Valtteri Bottas going around the final corner. What is his lap going to be? Is it going to be enough to possibly be in the top 5? As Alfa Romeo looking very quick. We will find out in a second. He goes 7th fastest and improved. Zhou going 8th fastest. Alonso around the final corner. Can he get past the 2 Alfa Romeos? No, he stays. But what about the Mercedes of Lewis Hamilton? Perez finishing his lap. Only goes 3rd fastest. George Russell, meanwhile, goes 6th fastest. Hamilton stays in 5th. What about Max Verstappen? Can he possibly make a threat to the 2 Ferraris in front? He only goes 3rd fastest, and that's it! It's a Ferrari 1-2! Charles Leclerc on pole position for the Italian Grand Prix and Carlos Sainz. Oh my god! Alright then. I think we're going to go with mediums to soft, see how that goes. And then for science, we're going to put them on mediums to hards. See how that goes, just in case. But yeah, 53 laps around Monza. Let's see, and let's bring home the win. Let's go.
We have beautiful blue skies overhead as the drivers line up on the grid. And there's Charles Leclerc. They're starting today at the head of the pack, but will they be able to stay there? And further back, there's Sainz. They're in second place on the grid, but that could so easily change in the first few seconds of the race. The race start is mere seconds away. Here we are at the oldest circuit in Europe for this, the Italian Grand Prix. And it's lights out and away we go.
Charles Leclerc getting off to a good start, but look at the Red Bull behind of Max Verstappen getting off to a brilliant start, and he's going side by side with Carlos Sainz into turn 1, and look at this. The two Ferraris maintaining the lead ahead of the Red Bulls. Verstappen getting a brilliant start, but still maintains in P3. Oh my gosh. Things are already kicking off. You can hear the Tifosi cheering on the Ferraris. You can hear how loud the fans are wanting this win. And you can hear how loud they're cheering on. And it's just motivating all of us. See how quick the Ferraris are. See, look at Carlos Sainz getting a good run on Charles Leclerc. Sainz getting a good run on Charles Leclerc. Sainz says in the fastest lap does get the slipstream. Leclerc looking very comfortable in the lead.
Low on battery at the moment.
Copy.
Low battery. Verstappen gaining on Carlos Sainz.
Okay.
And just charge the pack.
Copy.
So one of the Red Bulls on mediums and one of the Ferraris also on mediums. And Verstappen does have a good run here on Carlos Sainz. Can possibly make a move on Carlos Sainz down the straight. After so many laps, Verstappen has finally gotten past Carlos Sainz for P2.
Sorry guys.
Verstappen going defensive, Sainz with DRS. Going on the outside line, past Max Verstappen. Can he make it stick though? That's just the question, and he does. Carlos Sainz back up into second place.
You're doing what?
I'm going to tell Sainz to just hold the cars behind.
Overtake.
Copy.
Verstappen pits, and he's going on medium tyres. And look at this, the two mechanics. Whoa! Daniel Ricciardo sending it down the inside on Max Verstappen into turn 1. Jesus Christ! I was not expecting Ricciardo to do that move. It's Verstappen's in 11th place with a fresh set of mediums. He seems to be doing only a one. Not no, it's already. He's probably going to do 2, I believe. Meanwhile, Leclerc up ahead with a 4-second gap. So you can lower the aggression just to chill.
I think there's been a lock-up.
Oh, Vettel locking up in turn 3.
Let's see what happened there. Taking a look again, It involves Sebastian
It's a
Vettel.
big
They've
lock on
locked
both
up,
front
but
tyres.
that could have been much worse.
No, we're going to pit Sainz this lap.
Yeah, in the pit lane.
Alright, Sainz coming in for his first pit
Copy.
stop. We can tell Sainz most of the time to push on the hards. The question is Verstappen going to get ahead of Carlos Sainz? Yeah, he is. Or not? Verstappen just slowing down the straight. Oh, okay then. Weird, but Sainz getting ahead of Verstappen. That's very weird. Going on board of Carlos Sainz, getting past Verstappen. Verstappen actually, no, getting past Carlos Sainz. I literally wasn't aware of what was going on, but Sainz in P7, Verstappen getting ahead. But Sainz is looking to go round the outside of Max Verstappen. Just like what Sebastian Vettel did on Alonso in 2011. Can Carlos Sainz get past? And he does, just about, but Verstappen holding him off, squeezing him off. This is some great real-to-real racing we're seeing here. And look at this! Verstappen just about getting the edge. And I thought Carlos Sainz could go wide for a second, but he does have DRS. But no ERS. So he's going to have to say that. But I think Sainz will have the edge, as he can possibly go round the outside of Max Verstappen. Look at this. Verstappen still holding. Sainz has to back out. Well done. On board of Sebastian Vettel, there's a little battle going on here with the two Aston Martins and Mick Schumacher, Vettel's fellow friend, and obviously Michael Schumacher's son. Nice to see him battling with his friend, but he's in a bit of an Aston Martin sandwich. Stroll with DRS, Mick Schumacher with DRS as well, so this is going to be very interesting. You see the Ferrari behind. Is Schumacher thinking of going down the inside into turn 1? No, he just stay behind Sebastian Vettel.
Perez in the pit lane.
That's a Perez pitting this lap. We're going to pit Leclerc as well. But what tyres is Perez pitting for? He's pitting for a set of softs, but gets ahead of Carlos Sainz. So Verstappen somehow getting ahead of Sainz. So we're going to tell Sainz to just boost up the aggression. And we're going to tell Leclerc to give everything this lap. Despite being only around the corner. As you see Leclerc going into the pits. We need a good stop here. Gap ahead 26 seconds, so he should be comfortable and getting out. Good lap.
It was a really strong lap, the last one. Try to keep it there.
Huh. I don't think Hamilton's pitted
Ferrari
yet.
advance the race position.
I know Hamilton has not pitted yet. So George Russell will be staying out. Hamilton boxing this lap. And he's also going on the set of soft tyres. Also, he's no running going on the set of softs. Verstappen up into third place. You can see Carlos Sainz in the background chasing Max Verstappen while being chased by Sergio Perez. Sainz falling back from Verstappen and Perez. But Perez on fresher tyres, overtaking his teammate Max Verstappen down the start-finish straight into turn 1, gets past his teammate Max Verstappen, and is up into second place. Verstappen is on worn-out mediums, so we're on fresh hards. So these lot should have less tyre grip in the end of the race, which will give Sainz a chance to possibly get ahead of the 2 Red Bulls. But we will see. Anything can happen this race.
It was a very good lap. Well done.
Okay.
Sainz getting past Perez. Sainz getting past Verstappen, and he's up into second place. Oh my god. Carlos Sainz is flying right now. Meanwhile, you can see the 2 Mercedes battling out as Hamilton ahead of his teammate George Russell. George Russell right on the back of Hamilton's rear wing, and he could possibly get past. And you see, yeah, George Russell going around the outside of his teammate Lewis Hamilton. Hamilton not really bringing up much of a fight as he let his teammate by. And Russell in 5th place.
I have no front grip at all.
Okay, copy.
We can change tires, right?
There's a yellow flag.
Oh,
What's
there's a
going on here?
spin!
Verstappen spinning in turn 4!
Let's take
Oh
a
my
closer
god,
look.
wait!
We're just watching the Red Bull.
Verstappen spun!
And this,
Oh my god!
yes, this is where the...
Jesus Christ. I did not expect that. So it's just a battle between Sainz and Perez. Meanwhile, last lap of the race.
So one more lap.
Charles Leclerc leading this race by 23.2 seconds. Meanwhile, gets past the McLaren of Daniel Ricciardo. Sainz needs to save his battery, but yet again has to defend from a rapid Sergio Perez in the Red Bull. And that Red Bull straight line speed with the DRS is absolutely mind-blowing. As you can already see, Perez getting past, getting past Carlos Sainz into turn 1.
And Charles the button on again.
Yeah.
We're going to tell Sainz to give it absolutely everything this lap, as we want to secure a Ferrari 1-2, and it is possible with a second DRS zone coming up. As you see, look at Carlos Sainz getting a run round the outside of Sergio Perez up into second place, but Perez trying to fight that one back, but Sainz gets past. Meanwhile, Charles Leclerc in the lead of this race. The Tifosi will be absolutely ecstatic as Ferrari are going to win in their home turf as round the final corner. Charles Leclerc wins in Monza. He wins the Italian Grand Prix. Charles Leclerc is your race winner. Carlos Sainz
Incredibly difficult.
just about holding off Sergio Perez as we're going around the final corner.
Okay, we'll have a chat later.
Carlos Sainz will bring home a Ferrari 1-2, and this is a perfect day for the Tifosi, and Ferrari will be delighted. Red Bull disappointed. Ferrari winning in their home turf despite an awful weekend in Imola. We bounce back in Monza and we deliver just what the fans want. Grazie ragazzi, grazie tutti. Mamma mia. Oh, that was an absolutely crazy race. Oh, grande, grandissimo. Ay, ay, ay. Those tyres on Leclerc's car were absolutely finished. Oh.
Well, this was definitely Charles Leclerc's weekend. This podium is a brilliant reward for everyone's hard work over the weekend. What a treat this is for the Tifosi. The Ferrari driver rewarding their fans with a podium to be proud of. For these drivers, they'll be taking home their trophies and a decent haul of points for their team. Ferrari had a very good race, proving they're definitely a team to contend with.
Yes, there's definitely cause for celebration here. This team can take anything that's thrown at them and come through even stronger.
After an intense weekend, the team ends in first place in the constructor standings.
Meet us next at the Marina Bay Circuit for a breathtaking race through the streets of Singapore.
Alright then. Absolutely fantastic day. Charles Leclerc winning in Monza from a surprising, shocking lap. Did not expect him to get in pole in qualifying to absolutely dominating around Monza. Just the perfect weekend. Max Verstappen in fourth with a spin. Carlos Sainz setting the fastest lap and bringing home second place. It is maximum points for the Tifosi and Ferrari. Charles Leclerc extends his championship lead. And Carlos Sainz moving up into second place ahead of Max Verstappen. This is Leclerc's 10th win and his 13th podium of the season. Oh my gosh. We extend our lead to 618 points. Wow! And Red Bull with 480. Oh my god. Oh my god. We are comfortably ahead. Absolutely fan-fucking-tastic. Let's go! Let's go! Simply lovely. Brilliant episode. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you lot in Singapore for the next race.